Protests in Jordan against austerity measures backed by the International Monetary Fund. Crowds gathered near the Prime Minister's office calling for the government to resign. The IMF is recommending an income tax increase to lower the budget deficit. Hannah Hoxter has more.
They're the largest anti-government rallies in 5 years in what's regarded as one of the most stable Middle East countries. The protest movement, initially started by trade unions, has swelled nationwide as Jordanians show their frustration.
The citizens now have no power. They're searching for their children's daily food. Women are looking in garbage containers to feed their kids, and every day we are surprised by rising prices and new taxes.
The problem is not just the tax law. The Jordanian citizen right now, his pockets are empty, are completely empty. So the government has to listen to the sound of the people. Jordan is one of the most expensive countries in the region, and on the top of the world too, with no resources. That's unjust to the people of Jordan.
The increase in sales tax and employees being taxed more has infuriated the protesters, and they want the government to resign. King Abdullah has stood by Prime Minister Hani Mulki despite calls to fire him. The king's been instead calling for talks between MPs and government ministers. But Mulki is under international pressure to reform Jordan's economy and cut its $37 billion debt. That is equivalent to 95% of GDP. The International Monetary Fund approved a $700 million loan to Jordan 2 years ago to lower public debt and increase growth. Jordan relies heavily on financial help from the US, UAE and until recently Saudi Arabia, which has cut funding. King Abdullah is a key US ally in the strategically important region which borders Syria, Israel and Iraq. Regional turmoil has worsened the kingdom's money problems, and it's sheltering 1.4 million Syrian refugees. That's according to the Hashemite government. And those refugees look no closer to returning home. It also has a large population of refugees from the war in Iraq, plus 2 million Palestinian refugees have settled in the kingdom. The king recently reversed plans to raise petrol prices following protests, and these latest protests against austerity measures are a further demand for change. Hannah Hoxter, Al Jazeera.
Well, that's it for now, but I'll have much more from London coming up.